Hey guys, welcome to the Week 9 recap. But I'm editing and realized I wanted to talk to you guys about trades. So trades in this league, there is a trade deadline and it's December 1st. Don't know what time during December 1st, but you have less than a month to get those trades in if you want them. So how I look at trades is every trade should be legal unless it's complete collusion. You know that it's unfair. Most of the league thinks it's unfair. If most of the league thinks it's unfair, we'll take it to a vote. Then either we'll veto the trade or accept it through. But mostly I'm going to be on the sides of no trades unless it's like 4 backups for 4 starters, So keep that in mind during the rest of the regular season, okay? What's up, guys? New setup. I'm not in my kitchen room table. I'm in the office, which doesn't have a desk or anything. So if you look, this is my setup. That's pretty cool. I'm also wearing the ring because I'm the commissioner and I get to do what I want. So week 9 was absolutely insane. First off, everyone who was expected to do good did not do so. But hey, backup RB for the Cardinals. You're the RB1 this week. Jets third string wide receivers. Oh yeah, you get wide receiver 1. And also, third string QB for the Jets. You're QB4 this week. If any of you guys can guess who those 3 players are, you get the special award. But speaking of award, me and Dan are going to give out awards this week. So you're going to want to watch this whole video to see what everyone wins. And I mean, just pretend like you get the Lombardi trophy if you get the award, okay? So let's get on with the first matchup.
Welcome back. We're going to give out some awards this week. In our first matchup, Austin Reedy falls to Dan Saul 126 to 105. I'm going to give Austin Reedy the Carolina Panthers award. I'm giving this award because just like the Panthers who started out strong, Austin Reedy has fallen off as of late. He's lost 3 straight falls to 6 and 3. Also, something to keep an eye on moving forward, the Dalvin Cook situation. Could that take Austin Reedy out of contention, just like the Carolina Panthers? For Dan Saul, on the other hand, I'm going to give him the James Conner Award. Who would have thought halfway through the season, James Conner would be the league leader in touchdowns? The James Conner Award goes to Dan Saul. Congratulations.
All right, we have Ryan versus Keegan. Keegan texted me this week and said, I have the worst luck with QBs. I looked back on each and every one of his weeks, and every single game he's played, his bench QB has scored more than his starting QB. That's very bad luck. This week in his matchup against Ryan, it happened again as Teddy Bridgewater on his bench outscored Derek Carr. That is some bad luck there. But Ryan has been on a tear as of recent and has become the team to beat in the league. In this matchup between the two, it was not what you would expect. Ryan was led with Jonathan Taylor on Thursday. He ended up being the RB2 with 33 points. Keegan was once again led by his 2 stars, Cooper Kupp and Alvin Kamara. It did come down to Monday's night game, though, where Darnell Mooney did the impossible and scored 2 touchdowns to give Keegan the narrow win, 117.4 to 115. If Keegan were to play Teddy Bridgewater on his bench, the Monday night game wouldn't have mattered because he scored 23 compared to Carr's 13. Ryan moves down to 6 and 3 while Keegan becomes 4 and 5. And I have some pictures of Keegan to show you how he feels right now.
Our next matchup and our next set of awards comes from the matchup of Devin Magneto versus Alex Thompson. Devin Magneto wins this matchup 117 to 89. I'm going to give Devin Magneto the Random Defense Going Off Award. He started the Cleveland Browns defense and special teams. They put up 18 points against a pretty solid Cincinnati Bengals team. Who would have thought that going into the weekend? That helped him defeat Alex, who had some injury woes of his own. Chase Edmonds gets injured right off the bat. Ends up with 0.3 points from a starting running back. Hard to win when you're getting that kind of production. Also, unfortunate injury to Derrick Henry for Alex Thompson's team. That's something to keep an eye on moving forward.
Next up, we have Dan Monin versus Ethan. There's a lot to say about this matchup. Both Ethan and Dan Monin get the closest matchup of the week, while Dan is the lucky son of a gun. He wins that award. Dan pulled off this win only by 1.1 points. And if he would have had played anyone else, he would have lost in the league. So he had the 11th highest total of points this week. That's some really good luck for him. While he had a great showing from Carson Wentz last Thursday, he had 30 points. Only CMC and Waller, coming back from injury, had notable performances with 12 each. But Ethan on the other side had Nick Chubb with an amazing 29-point showing, and Keenan Allen with 16. But the special teams for Ethan combined for -2 points. Ouch. Dan barely wins this 88.5 to 87.4. Both teams now become 2-7. Dan is now out of the last place slot, and Ethan now has the title at the last place team right now. I hope you plan on cooking something good for the draft.
In our last matchup, Chad versus Brian. Chad wins 109 to 93. Both these teams are sitting at 5 and 4. Let's start off with Chad. I'm going to give him the carried by his QB award. More so than any other team. I think more so than any other game this season. He was carried by Lamar Jackson that we've seen in our league. 36 out of his 109 came from Lamar Jackson. Also of note, I thought this was interesting. Chad has 2 former Penn State running backs injured on his bench. Saquon and Miles Sanders. Just something I thought was interesting. For Brian, this is the Tyrod Taylor Award. Tyrod Taylor's played well. Every time you think he's going to be a fantasy football contributor, he ends up dropping a dud. Only 5.9 points in place of the injured Kyler Murray. Better luck next time, Brian.
All right, and then we have David versus Andrew. I'm not going to lie, another very underwhelming matchup where both teams finished in the bottom 6 in scoring. David was out Aaron Rodgers, which has been in the news nonstop if you have been living under a rock, and also under a rock, not a wok, not those pans you cook fried rice in. Okay, he was also down 3 starters to buy, while Andrew, who's been injury riddled since week 1, has kept the injury streak going. Dave had some respectable performances, but nothing big from Melvin Gordon, Hunter Renfrow, and T. Higgins as his best players, while Andrew only really had the New England New England defense, and Evan Ingram scored more than 10. Joe Burrow and the Bengals were horrible against the Browns, which hurt Andrew even more, but it made him happy because he's a Browns fan. But David takes this match 93.4 to 90.5. Both teams are now tied for first at 6 and 3 and are favorites to make the playoffs even after this terrible week for both of them.